Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Wait, 20. Hey, 66. 54. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Edelman set to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley.
It's run back, it's run.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hey. Check.
On 1st and goal, Washington. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Wilson on the keeper. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. This is Royce Freeman, 2nd-year man from Oregon. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive. And the Raiders have got him. Montez Sweat in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Touch 50.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's Riddick. Fights free yet again. It's a gain of 34. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Go, let's go, let's go. You ready? Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
On play action, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. 3rd down here.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Hey, Haywood. Mike 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Go, Bandit.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes this a 9-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Mike 10. Check pass. Check pass. Let's go. 4 down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Mike 10.
Now it's Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play at any spot on the field.
Now Wilson, throw left side, taken in by Washington. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Your trip is here.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
Back. Friday.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and it's a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Kansas City.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Wilson. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Washington. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll run. It's Washington. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Good. Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. Oh, you got deep? Mike 22.
Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will put them on top here in the third. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
Let's go. Key tight end. Key tight end. 4 down.
Hey, check it.
4 down.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Regular.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Edelman there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Wait, set. 53.
54. Here we go.
Wait, 28. 58.
From the gun, it's Brady. Going for the deep ball. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Chiefs pick
Let's
over
go,
first
boys,
down
bring it.
10 at their own 15-yard line.
Mike. 590.
Mike 5-5.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Brady. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Hey, man. What?
Slow down. 14, find it.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing is Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Wait, set. 180.
57.
I'm trying to collect. Wait, 28.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, Alabama.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Wait, 28.
Here's Brady to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch this. Watch
Sugar, sugar. Hey, second.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check it, reload. Let's go no, 66. 72.
Now Brady again, going deep here for Edelman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Mike 54. Here we go.
Buzz.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Now a play fake. Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Check. Crunch.
Again, it's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Mark Andrews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Go 14.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here.
12.
Watch his slant. Mike 10.
Wilson. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 20.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. Again, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go, Keith. Here I come. Here I come. Shoot.
Bang out. Bam.
Wilson throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here I come again. 12.
Wilson will throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 10. Watch the out. 10's the Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerome Baker and the Raider D, they get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Wait 10, wait 20.
Here it comes.
Hey, 66.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Second reload.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
No, 66.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Dorsett on the return. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Squeeze, squeeze, double. Walk tight. Tight end right. Got it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
I got you. Hey, check right.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that turn 80.
Heavy on the edges.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Go Bandit.
52. Watch the run.
Bravo.
Watch the run. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now Brady. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Check. Check 3.
Sugar.
Running for the shotgun with Dre. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Brady And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
Goal 50. No, check that. We want Mike
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got the hook up with Conley. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch Mike. Here we go, D.
Hey, Team 6.
Brady to throw again. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Gurley, handoff left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait, 20.
All day, every day, any day.
Sugar. Wait, hit.
Back to throw, Brady. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
What? Move 15.
Rat. Check, 55.
Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing now is Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Malcolm Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Oakland, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their...
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that.